And you can see that with a full charge, the cells are not clumping together. I came across some interesting information on water, but I'll get to that. I won't mention that right now. Can you imagine that blood is going to travel through your system, and I have been looking at this picture for quite a while thinking, yeah, going through my veins, going through my, the big part of my system. Clumping probably wouldn't be that great of a characteristic compared to something that's more active and healthy looking. But then I was doing some other research and I came across something on water and humans. I'll mention it after. And it made me think about blood. Blood has to get into everything. Blood has to move through every part of your body, through your lungs. Can you imagine how small the passageways are that blood cells have to go through? The molecular size of blood has to pass through. So no doubt it does, but I'm just thinking that clumping blood isn't going to go through as easy. And that helps me realize why it's very well documented and promised that exposure to this stimulates better circulation. It also, a lot of people notice a warming effect while they're using the mat. The warming effect, personally, I think comes from more nutrients and oxygen and water getting into the cell, combusting, burning, and then exhausting, so more energy is actually energy has been more efficiently burned. And I think that's what generates some more of the heat. Oxygenation, that's very well documented. Again, the same thing, 8 minutes of iMRS treatment. This particular blood sample went from 96% to 98 or 99. Other benefits that a lot of people notice with PEMF: reduced pain and inflammation, deep rejuvenating sleep. It's actually, I didn't want to use this at the time. I said stupid thing. But Adrian was there, and Diana was there, and Goldie was there, and they were saying, there's 3 of them, 1 of me. I went on, and I was so totally relaxed. But I'd been suffering with chronic pain for a really long time, and when I got off, I'd used it for 48 minutes, and I got up and I went, yeah guys, that was really, really relaxing, but man, my elbow hurts. If you'd have bumped me walking the other way, I'd have turned like this with tears. That's how bad the pain was in my elbow. And my left thumb, pretty much useless. Couldn't even squeeze a tube of toothpaste. So 3 days later, I was back at Diana's place, and same other 3 people and the same me and same mat. I went back on there, and 48 minutes again, same thing. So I was gone. It's a 24-minute session, and then you guys heard the alarms. I didn't hear the alarm either time, the first time or the second sessions. But I got up after the fourth, essentially the 4th cycle, which was the 3 days later, and went, wow, that was really relaxing again. But the pain in my elbow, blasphemy, blasphemy, star, star, exclamation mark, was gone. There was none. I had full range of motion in my elbow. And the range of motion in my thumb was better. There was not as much pain. So that got me interested in, that's why I'm here. I had to figure out what just happened, because the paradigm that I had been going on was, I had chronic back trouble, my dad had arthritis, now I've got it, my joints are swelling up, I got all this pain, we have to go to a condo or a townhouse or a strata and give away all my tools, the hobby stuff that I like, because this is my life. Medical system is not offering any hope, and I haven't found any answers, so that was my trajectory. But after that, thank goodness, I did have a big result right away, because then I did get motivated to make a purchase. I wanted to know what I was going to feel like after 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years. If I hadn't had that big relief right away, it might have been pretty hard for me to get motivated to use it for 2 years, to find all the other results that I've had, all the other benefits. Because the trajectory of my life now is I've taken back all my tools. We're living on property out past Harold Park. It's almost 6 acres, and most of it's like this, and I'm outside all the time. I'm active again. I have my life back. So that's my motivation to be here. And to continue learning. I'm getting pretty excited about some of the stuff that I learned. So